Oh. I had better record.
Hello! Welcome to the stream.
Today, we're very curious if you think a hot dog is a sandwich. Is it? What's up, Ellen? Pug Daddy's Overkill Mill. Bill, say it's a taco. I mean, it's just as much a taco as it is a sandwich, right?
Sarah Ann Cordova with the share. Thank you very much.
Kayla, hello. Good to see you there. Shannon says, yes, it is. Ellen, you had a huge argument in your house over this. Another one, 4 with the share there as well. Danny, hey, all cutie, it's meat between bread, so it's a sandwich. I mean, the technical definition is that it would be, so would a burger. A burger would be a sandwich as well, so, you know. But practically, I don't think you can call it a sandwich. Technically, yes. Practically, no. What's up, Sergeant Mac, Alexa, Danny, Gemma, hey, Kaylee with the share there. Thanks so much. Real life works. Yeah, agreed. Technically, yes, but it just feels wrong. Yankee, hey, I'm glad you remembered. I remembered too, which is lucky. Chelsea, no. An emphatic no. Certainly not. Gemma with the share. Thanks so much. Jasmine, hello there. Ronnie says no. Ivy, not legally. This screws over service workers with the non-compete contracts. What? Tell me more. Anna Hartman, Erica Brannigan, Megan, and Jasmine, thanks so much for the love there. We do have a goal of 3K bolts to get us started today. To get a Candy Thunder appearance. Pug Daddy's good question. Is cereal soup? Also, when does a hot dog become a hot dog? Does it have to enter the bun to become a hot dog, or is it a hot dog sans bun? Bill, you're obsessed with Nathan's hot dogs, everything covered in cheese sauce. Yeah. I know. I'll say it's complicated, right? Sue Becca with the share. Thanks so much. Gemma with the follow. Wait, were you not following already, Gemma? Wait, what? Alejandra, good to see you, Sergeant Mac. It's, wait. Merely a lazy, was that cliche? Or a cloche? What is a cloche? Gracie, technically, yes. Yeah. Technically, yeah, but practically, I don't think this. Candy Thunder, I did not pick this QOD. This was not me. I was actually thinking that we had a QOD idea on Sunday. I just couldn't remember what it was. Oh, the Hogwarts house? Oh, that's what it was. Save that for next time. Yeah, well, in my defense, by the time I received the document, it already had that QOD plugged in, so.
You don't need to talk about what went off the rails
Yeah. It's a PETA. Oh, PETA.
Hey, Lois.
Yeah, Fane, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Michelle, thanks so much for the share. Greatly appreciate it. Coral. Hey, hi there. It's a sub. Well, I mean, technically a sub is a sandwich too, if you go by the Merriam-Webster definition. But, I mean, we're talking technicality versus practicality here, right? So, Kelly Kill, System of Errors, Justina, Erica, Michelle, Gracie, Anna, Kelly Kill again there, System of Errors again there, Dylan Sprague, good to see you, man. Fane, Anna Hartman, Erica, Brannigan, thank you guys so much, greatly appreciate the love. A hot dog is a tube steak, LOL. Okay, so, yeah, but that's notwithstanding the bun, right? It's the best way you can describe it. Oh, good gravy. Caden Thunder does despise hot dogs. He has an unnatural hatred of hot dogs. It's just a hot dog, Candy Thunder says. It's just a hot dog. Coral, hello there. Good to see you. Hey, baby girl Rex and Tina with the shares there. Thanks so much. Greatly appreciate it. Danny, you had hot dogs for lunch? Well, look at that. Look at that. So, Candy Thunder's family likes to roast hot dogs over the fire pit and then do s'mores. And, you know, fire pit hot dogs are one thing. Baby girl Rex and Tina with the share. Janet with the share there as well. Thanks so much. Steph with the share. Thank you so much. Coral, you picky about hot dogs? Yeah? Yeah. Robin Hazen with the share there as well. Kid and Thunder, I'll eat bologna sandwiches, but not a hot dog. So, would you eat a cold hot dog, Caden? Because that's like a bologna sandwich, right? I'll eat a cold hot dog. There's nothing wrong with a cold hot dog. It's it's par cooked, right? Or pre-cooked. You're not like, it's not raw. Denise, toxic little kitten. There with the share as well. June, Risa, toxic again. Thanks so much. It would have to have beans. There's a thought. Hot dog with beans on it, Caden. Nope, it says no. No, chili dogs. Chili dog. I see. It all comes down to the toppings for me. Like, I want stuff on it. Vanessa, just starting off. We're just starting off. Jenny, turkey dogs. Turkey dogs are good. Ooh, why is cheesecake called cheesecake when it's more like a pie? It's a good question. Savannah with the share. Thanks so much. Rolled up bologna in a bun, right? Yeah, same thing. It's the same thing. Not a sandwich. El Bella with the share there as well. Thanks so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Hey, Kelly Kale, Michelle, Heather, El Bella, Miss Pamela L, Vanessa Rivera, Casey, Mel, Mouse Princess, Luna Rose, the Effulgent One, Andromeda Amber, Fane, Kelly Kale, System of Errors, Justina. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. We're going to go ahead and get rocking here, shall we? Let's do it. Welcome to today's stream. Glad to have you here. Of course, the ongoing debate of is a hot dog a sandwich? We'll continue for a little while here. But coming up, we have stories about career day disasters, recycled wedding flowers, babysitter blunders, wedding interference, family money disputes, mother-in-laws with selective hearing, family phone call disputes, cake stories, and a spicy update to a cake story that we read a couple of weeks ago. Sounds like we got some ping pong. He said, she said, he said, she said. You know, it's like when those couples arguments just get shared with us on the interwebs. How can we not revel in their glory, right? Hey, Overkill, Denise, Boo Boo, Candy Thunder sending some bolts through as well. Mouse Princess, Kelly, Karen Amaya, and Bracca, Robin Hayes, and you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for the love. First goal we have today is 3K bolts to get Candy Thunder up here. Make sure you are subscribed on the YouTube side for podcasts like Thunder and Spark, which just came out, and all kinds of other good content. If you have watched it, let us know what your favorite part was in comments. We have the wonderful Candy Thunder in chat and the marvelous Tony Spark in chat as well. So they'd love to see what your favorite part here was. Piano Man audiobook is obviously available on Audible. Not obviously available. It's available on Audible. We are going to be giving away some download codes for that Piano Man audiobook on Audible today on Wheel of Thunder is happening today. We'll be keeping track of the top 10 gifters, and we'll have 2 new members of the VIP group, which we call the Storm, 2 existing members of the Storm, all on the wheel, and we'll spin in VIP for that as long as we don't break the wheel or something like that before then. A reminder to keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion, of course, but it costs absolutely nothing to be respectful and a DFHB. And if you hop on chat and you're just determined to be an ass bag, you're not going to last very long. So, fair warning. No spoilers, please. Can't reiterate this enough. If you know the story, if you heard it before, don't spoil or you will get your butt muted. It's not worth it, so just don't do it. Get out your brooms. You know what to do. Hey, Charlie, Diego, Mariah, Mouse Princess, El Bella, thanks so much for the love there. Lynette, welcome to the Gosh Hecked fam. Glad to have you here. El Bella, it's Sarika Live, Prep Girl, Baby Girl Rex, Daniela, Anika, again there, Overkill, Denise, Boo Boo, Candy Thunder, thank you guys. Elizabeth, see you there as well. Thanks so much. They're the brooms. There they are. Viv Unicorn, thanks so much. Day isn't good if you don't have a Dusty to listen to. You call them a Dusty, like the new post. You just call it a Dusty. That's cool. We might have to do something with that. Might have to do something with that. Brooms, yeah, we're going for a ride. That's right. Oh. One last thing. If you were on the stream Sunday, then you got to see the new game we're playing. We're gonna do it again today. So here's how it will work. After I read the title to a story, we are going to start a 1-minute poll. In that 1-minute poll, you get a chance to cast your vote for how big of or what the Ask on Scale rating is for OP in that story. And then at the end of the story, we'll look back and see how far off we were. It's fun. I have to remember to vote. That's the biggest problem I had on Sunday. It was fun. And it's also an interesting look at like how far apart titles are from the reality of the situation of the question. So we almost have to give like 2 separate ratings here.
Okay, let's get started here, shall we? Let's do this.
Before I do that, Baby Girl, Rex, Leanne, Adventures with Pam, Elizabeth, Michelle, Heather, Julius, see you there, Vonnie, TLS, Jers, Adventures with Pam again there, Elizabeth, Charlie, Diego, Balraya, Mouse Princess, Elbella, you guys are awesome. Ruth, Perfectly Imperfect Rescuer, and Candy Thunder, Catherine, thank you guys so much. Appreciate the love. Okay, let's dive in on our very first story here. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with a Reddit story for you. This one is from AITA and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Not Letting My Wife Speak at Career Day? Let's do a poll. Just the way this is written makes me think that OP is going to be an astronaut here. All right, poll has started. So you should be able to find poll in upper left-hand corner there. We are at 1410 of 3K on our Lightning Bolt gift goal, by the way. Wow, AskCon 1 is climbing up in the ratings here. Am I the astronaut for not letting my wife speak at Career Day? The way that it's written feels like an awfully AskCon-ish thing to do. I'm gonna give OP a little bit of grace here, and I'm going to say AskCon 2. That's going to be my vote here. AskCon 2. I can't officially vote, but I'm just writing it down so I remember. I'm going with 2 personally. I don't know. Letting is a red flag. Yes, Danielle. Agreed. The letting part of it is, yeah. Hey, Jamie, welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. Shamily, Madeline, Amanda, Renee, Callie Prue, Denise, Ashley, Amanda, TLS. Thank you guys so much. Vicky with the hundo bolts there. Awesome. Not letting. Yeah, the letting is rough. Okay. We are locked in here. AskCon 2 received 45% of the votes. Let's see what happens here. I'll be the first to say that my wife is the smartest person I know. She's been working in tech for 10 years, totally self-taught. Last year, she had a business idea and built and released her own app. She's a rock star. I'll admit that the app itself is a bit juvenile, and she's made less than 1K from it since launching a few months back. To be fair, she's a one-person team and did it with no funding. She has big plans for this app and has this huge business idea behind it, but keeps insisting the app in its current state is just to gain users and demonstrate traction to investors down the road. The problem is that she would need millions and millions of dollars in funding, plus giant teams and resources to accomplish what she wants to do. It's all just an idea as of now, and it's far-fetched. All this to say that my son invited her to speak at his career day and talk about her business. I can tell this is one of the best moments she's had in a long time. She's his stepmom, and she is over the moon happy about this. She let him help with the app last summer, and he thinks it's the coolest thing ever, but he's too young to grasp that it's mostly still just a fun idea. Excuse me. I am uncomfortable with her publicly sharing the details of this fictional business she wants to create. I would hate to have other parents be misled into thinking it's real, only to go to her website and discover it's just this one questionably built app and the rest is still just an idea. It's not a good look. Popping a red flag on that one. It's not a good look. I told her she can go to career day if she wants to talk about her 9-to-5 career in tech, but anything related to the business idea is off limits. Red flag on that one too. She's pissed, keeps insisting she is a business owner because she has a functional app, users, and has made money. I get it, but it's the equivalent of a lemonade stand. I don't want this circulating publicly. Am I the astronaut? Oh, boy. Well, it's worse than I thought. Unfortunately, it is worse than I thought because it all comes down to what other people think. It comes down to what other people are going to think of him, apparently, because she would be going and speaking at career day in front of other kids who have other parents that he knows, and it's his kid biologically, so he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed. I know, Sergeant Mac, same. I was being gracious, giving him a 2, and now, OP, you're climbing up to 1 here. So, if you answered 1, congratulations. At least at the end of the day here, I agree with you. It's not so much This is what a terrible thing she must be feeling right now. To hear that this is off limits because it's the equivalent of a lemonade stand and he's calling it fictional and he's calling it all these things. Some of the biggest businesses in the world right now started just like this and then blew up into something much, much, much bigger. So because this thing is in infancy, it's irrelevant to him. Talk about having a partner who doesn't support your hopes and dreams at all. There's different than not supporting something and shitting on it. And he is actively shitting on it. Maybe not prior to this moment, but at this moment, it becomes very clear to her and us that he is just actively shitting on it because he's embarrassed of it. Tell me, OP, at what point would you not be embarrassed for her to talk about this? Is it when it's made millions and millions of dollars or once it's made 10K? When she has an employee or 100? At what point is it okay to talk about this? And guess what, fucker? That's right, I said it. Kids today need to hear something to give them a spark of hope when it comes to the entrepreneurial spirit. Instead of just going through the system and being another cog in the machine and working for the man somewhere in some kind of big business, to hear that, oh shit, you can actually have ideas and pursue them. And yeah, it's not an easy road. No one expects it to be. But to hear from someone who had an idea and actually did something to make it happen, even though they're in the infancy of that process, would be huge. I would love for my kids to hear from that person who was like, yeah, I have this awesome idea. Here's where it's at right now. And here's the vision I have for it. I don't care where you are in that process. The fact that you had the balls to go against the status quo and to act on your dreams and to actually start building it and doing it yourself is amazing. The fact that she had the passion and took the time to do this is the impressive part, OP. It's not the amount of money that it's made. It's not the amount of people that work for her. It is not how popular it is. It is that she did something about it. Something that I'm guessing is not in the cards for you, OP, because you are so worried about what other people think. I hope you pull your head out of your ass and realize what a mistake that you've made here and wholeheartedly apologize and turn your view of this thing around and stop giving a shit what the parents of the other kids are gonna think. If they think anything other than good for her, she's chasing her dreams, it doesn't matter what they think. But the fact that you are already one of the naysayers that you think these other parents are going to be, she's already got you as the biggest naysayer. So what does it matter if some other parents learn about it and they think it's a shitty idea too? Their opinions don't matter, yours do. And here you are, shitting on it. I could tell you right now, out of all the crazy ideas that we've had, if I had a partner who actively shit on the ideas that I had, I don't know that I could stay with that person. I don't know. Oh, we hit the boat goal. Good. We can get Candy Thunder up here to give her thoughts on it here. Let's give some thanks real quick. It's Thanksgiving in May. AK Mary in the number one spot here. Michelle Heather TLS Journey. Thanks, Tater. Anise Moon, Anna Hartman, Candy Thunder. Adventures with Pam, Callie, Brew, Kelly, Kel, Fane, Jersey Amore, Dylan Sprigg, Akasha, Elise Newman, Queenie, and Embrecker. Miles and Mama, Overkill Mill, Julius, Amanda, Flo, Boo, 77. Excuse me. Brannigan Minardi, Andrea Hernandez, Denise Burgard, Prep Girl, Robin Hazen, Trex Williams, Dizzy Tizzy, Miss Pamela L, Bit Yoda, Erica Marie, Justina, Adrian Barksdale, Sandra Briggs, Lady Bellamay, Luna Rose, Nico, Casey Higgins, Perfectly Imperfect, Effulgent One, Renita Boiselle, Anika. We've got Pasofino and the Mouse Princess and Santi. Thank you all so much for that. We're going to get Candy Thunder right up here after I set the new goal, which is going to unlock a Tony Spark appearance and a cake story. We are doing... Oh,
the new one. Tony Spark
and Cake story. There we go. We're going for Furious Fire, 2.5K of them. Let me pin that goal real quick. Oops, wrong button. Pinned. TF, you're already on it. Look at that. Already on top of it. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get her thoughts on this. The one, the only, the gorgeous, the incomparable, the magnetically brilliant, funniest woman I know, Candy Thunder. Oh my God, it's Candy Thunder.
Not sure how to live up to that.
AKA Tater, AKA Mama, AKA Babe. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What do you think of that story, huh?
I can't imagine caring so much what other people think of our family that I would do harm to our family because of that. And that's what he did. He cared so much that it might be embarrassing or whatever he said, that he's willing to put his wife down, call her business that she created a lemonade stand, which is childlike. And then, sorry, I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. I just can't imagine doing that to somebody that I supposedly love. He permanently damaged his relationship by telling her this, and he permanently made her look smaller in his son's eyes because of what he did. Because he's gonna have to give his son a reason why she can't go. And
well, she can go talk about her 9 to 5.
This sounds like the kind of guy that would tell his son why he thinks that she shouldn't be there, and that's going to make this son see I think it's stepmom, right?
Yeah.
See his stepmom the way that apparently his dad sees his stepmom, and I think that's the saddest part for me.
And not just how he sees the stepmom, but how he sees someone who took a leap and pursued something that was out of the norm. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the most damaging thing for me. Yes, their relationship and how he views her. I'm hoping that the son empathizes with
right.
the stepmom more than anything. But my biggest fear here is that now son is going to be like, oh shit, if I ever try to pursue my dreams, my dad's going to think it's embarrassing.
Right. And just because something is small doesn't mean that you didn't put your heart and soul into it. Our business has had ups and downs, where it was excelling and doing so well, and it's had parts where it was we're doing all we can just to make payroll. And I think that if I ever told you it wasn't good enough or called it a lemonade stand, that would be so hurtful for the amount of effort and stuff that you put into this business to make it run. And that's both sides of the business. If he had, look at it this way. If you had taken the idea that Ava and I came up with for this channel and told me that it was stupid and it wasn't worth anything and it was a lemonade stand, we need a Dusty Thunder lemonade stand thing, something. There's something there. But there would be no channel. There would be no Dusty Thunder. But instead of telling me that my idea was stupid, you agreed to play along and you helped us you made it what it is. So
Dusty Thunder Lemonado.
No, something with a lemonade stand.
Yeah,
that just sounds
like a flavor of lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Lemonado.
I'm no, I want to see an astronaut behind a lemonade stand. I need to see a cartoon Dusty with an astronaut outfit with no helmet, serving lemonade. That's what I need to see.
I don't know how that got moved. It wasn't that way before. Not sure.
What is it?
It won't let me do anything. Wait, hold on. The likes bar thing.
Lemonade cake. An Askinade.
What?
I love that.
I'm moving other things now. Maybe I can do it this way.
We made lemons into lemonade.
Look at that.
I love that. You guys are so awesome.
I just keep moving the wrong thing now. I don't know what to do about that.
What's wrong? What's the issue?
It's moving. Let's see if I can center it up. There's no center to screen. No, we don't want to do that.
This is old school paint options here with the.
It really is. Here, I had to move it to the top layer. There we go. Okay. That should be better now. So Coral, I think it was you that mentioned it. The son helped her with this thing last summer. So
I didn't even hear that part. Or
It's
did he
even
register
worse
that?
because
that is worse.
if he finds out that the dad thinks this whole thing is stupid and worthless, he's going to take that directly to himself as well. So,
Right.
good job, Dad.
So you not only made your wife feel like she's worthless, you made your son feel like that too. The fact that the son was so excited to bring this to his class because it's something that he was a part of.
Yeah.
Like, grow up, dude. Like, you can't care so much what people think about you that it gets in the way of living your life, because then you're not living your life. You're living other people's lives. You're living expectations of what other people should think of you. And that is no way to live. Ava and I just had this conversation like 15 minutes ago. I kid you not. About expectations of what other people think that things should be. And it was based on clothing size, but it's kind of the same concept.
Gotcha.
But
I think it's even worse for OP because you're not just letting your insecurities limit yourself now. You're letting your insecurities limit other people.
Right.
People that you love. So, man.
You only love them as long as they fit into what you think they should fit into. And that's very sad.
As long as their ambition doesn't make you uncomfortable. Wow.
Yeah. That would suck.
I thought we
You should
read
apologize.
I thought we read a story from The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived on Sunday or last Wednesday. I can't remember which, but this might be it now. This
It's
might
a
be
club.
it. Apparently,
It's a club.
it got one more member today. So, way to go. Giving.
We need a new thing that's like Smallest Man Who Ever Lived.
Yeah.
Rozo Club.
It'd just be really tiny.
All
Like
right. Bye, guys.
microscopic. Candy Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming up here, Tater. Greatly appreciate it. The more we talk about it, the more I think this guy really fudged up. I think
Even talk about the marketing aspect of her talking about it in class would spread more word about her.
Yeah. I mean, as a growth method in the infancy here, the more users she's trying to get to move this thing along to the next step, even talking to kids about it and the word of mouth viral growth that could cause, he should want that for her. He should want this to succeed. Why? It's like he wants to suppress it because it triggers one of his insecurities that is just getting control of your own insecurities so that they don't hold you back may be a lifelong struggle, but as soon as they start projecting outward to limiting other people that you supposedly love, you got a real problem. Like a deal with this in counseling problem before you burn every bridge and you end up completely alone kind of problem. And that's rough. That's rough. Jealous of her success. I mean, it could be part of that. Could be. Hey, Brianna Brady, Tracy Cunningham, Becca Soul, Jill Madeline, Jutta Jade, Sam Harper, Peggers, thank you guys so much. Boo Boo Yolanda, see you there as well. Renee, Sam Harper, TLS, Chrissy Joe, Michelle, Heather, Olivia. We are at 626 of 25 hundo on the Furious Fire goal. It's different than the old school fire. It's different. Olivia Marie, Prep Girl, TLS, Michelle, Drea, Tamed Chaos, Sigridur. Sally, Adventures with Pam, Holly Elizabeth. We've got Tracy Joe, Julius, Renee. Thank you guys so much. The Little Red Corvette Girl, see you there as well. Thanks so much. We'll get ready for a second one here. We're moving right along. Blythe, you thought she was a dancer, but app creator is so cool. Heck yes. Like what? I'm just baffled. I'm baffled that someone would worry so much as an adult about what the children of the other parents in the class might think. He's like, I don't want her to go public with this yet. It's a freaking show and tell, like career day thing in a kid's classroom. This is not a press release. This is not a marketing campaign for something that's not ready for a marketing campaign yet. This is a freaking career day, man. Like, calm down. Need to calm down. Hey, Poison Butterfly in Western Australia. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Jade, thanks for the share. Is it Loana or Iowana? Iowana with the follow. Thanks so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Austin, welcome. Glad to have you here. A dream crusher. Thought he was going to say it was not appropriate or something, and then he was just a dream crusher. I think it's exactly what he is. He has to climb on the other people's backs to make himself feel bigger. And that's sad. Jutta, London's Boutique, Brie Baby, Little Tree with the shares there. F68, Cheyenne, Heather, thanks so much. Greatly appreciate it. The endeavor she was pursuing was she built an app. F68, Ramon, thanks so much. Greatly appreciate the shares there. Quacka sent a gifted sub over to Brianna Brady. Brianna, welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. I have a sister named Brianna. He spells it the same, actually. Baby Girl Rex, Levi, Hades, Jackie Kelly, Jamie, Holly Jill Talk. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it. We're going to dive over to our next story here. I'll get the poll ready so I don't forget to do it this time. Got to switch to the different tool set here. Live Studio's completely different now. Okay. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again with another Reddit story for you. This one comes from AITA and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Giving the Flowers I Made for My Son's and Daughter-in-Law Wedding to My Own Daughter's Baby Shower? Poll starting. Right? Meow. Okay, that title again was, Am I the Astronaut for Giving the Flowers I Made for My Son's and Daughter-in-Law's Wedding to My Own Daughter's Baby Shower? Cast your votes here. What do we think? I'm at an NTA here, based off title. We'll see where it goes. We will see where it goes. Mish, thanks so much. Holly Jill Talk, welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. Tony Spark with the Furious Fire. Mama Jen, welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. Heck yeah. Mish, Brianna Brady, Anna Hartman. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. You trying to light the fire here, Tony Spark? Trying to light the Furious Fire, trying to prime it, trying to get it going here. The Furious Fire is the little fire with the face on it. We're at 750 at 2,500 right now. Trini, Janice, Grimm, thanks so much. Greatly appreciate that. Good call, beer today. Confused at the title alone as well. Okay, we are at 46% of people voted NTA. That received by far the greatest amount of votes, so we'll see what happens there. Oh, you know what? Somebody said, like, when did this happen? When was it after their... my assumption right now was that it was after the wedding was over and she was reusing the flowers for something else. Hey, Michelle, Heather with the fire, Janice with the fire there as well. Grim, Melissa B, Rainbow, Bright Mouse, Princess, Kristen Fleury, Stevens, Madeline, Mish, Candy Thunder, Denise Burkhardt, Katie or Catty, TLS, Grim, Janice, Trini Marie, Tony Spark, I think you lit the fire. Good job there, man. Bay Fox sent a gifted sub over to Renee. Renee, welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. Candy Thunder, Oakley, Brooks, TLS, Julia, you guys are awesome. Greatly appreciate it. I was thinking the wedding did happen, and flowers, they're not like ruined after a wedding, so they're still usable if the events are close enough together. All right, here we go. My son's and daughter-in-law's wedding is at the end of June. Originally, they were tight on money and were upset over the price of flowers. It wasn't in their budget, and they had a very specific image. I looked at prices for what they wanted, and it was even out of my own budget. I instead offered to do what they wanted with fake flowers. They agreed and sent over images for me to use. I have spent over $500 buying all the stuff and my own time. It turned out great, in my opinion. I got a call about 2 weeks ago that they won't need them anymore, and that they have the money to have real flowers, and that they've already booked it. So, in short, all of my time was for nothing. And the $500. My daughter was over and commented on how cute the flowers were. She asked if I could make her some for her baby shower. I explained what had happened and told her she could have them. Her baby shower was over the weekend, and she used the flowers on the tables. It was a nice event. After, my son and daughter-in-law came up and we got into an argument. They think I'm a jerk for using their flowers for someone else's event, and now everyone will think they copied my daughter for their wedding. My point was, I can give them away to whoever, and I don't think it's a big deal since they were used. That instead of me throwing them out, someone got to use them. Am I the astronaut? Wow, it's even simpler than I thought. It's before the wedding, but they chose not to use them. They had no claim on them. They don't get to decide where these things that they didn't pay for or spend the time on to create go. They don't get to decide. The fact that they had an opinion at all pisses me off. And it should piss you off, OP. I hope that you stood your ground there. And it sounds like you did, saying that you can decide where they go to. But But wow, the entitlement of these two. Hey, those things we said we didn't want anymore, we still want rights over them. It's like we still want to decide what happens with them. We just don't, we don't want to use them, but we don't want anyone else to use them either. So OP, yeah. NTA, I think the majority of folks voting in that poll nailed it. NTA. We need to talk about your son and daughter-in-law for a second, though, because I think you got a good glimpse of how they're going to treat people, not just through the wedding, but afterwards. And I'm concerned on your behalf here. I think the boundary that you put up is good. Just be aware that throughout this, you may have to reinforce that and even strengthen it, even move it further down the field to make sure that they don't take advantage of you, because apparently they have no issues with taking advantage of you. Is this an ASCON 1 offense on their behalf? Or it's at least a 2. They definitely should not have done this. Is it? 1 is typically reserved for if you're evil. It's like the most asshole-ish of the asshole, pure evil. Is this evil? Is it a terrible human thing? Or is it something they just definitely shouldn't have done? Mix of 2 and 1. Yeah, why wouldn't they be happy? Ms. Berry, why wouldn't they be happy that the money and time that she had invested something didn't go to waste? Lack of respect, Reese's, yeah. 2 for now. I'll agree with you there. I think it's because it's an isolated incident right now. We'll call it a 2. If this is something that starts happening on a repeated basis, they're going to climb to 1 pretty quickly. This is a 2 primer for a 1 kind of behavior. The fact that they had no regard for, first of all, not including her in the discussion to not use those anymore, and just called her up and said, hey, we don't want them. Cool. I'm glad y'all appreciated all the money and work I put into it. And then had an opinion whenever she used them for something else. It's pretty shitty. That's pretty shitty. Pretty shitty. Kelly, you know what? You're right. Maybe our theme for the day is caring too much about what other people think. Because this is all them caring about what other people are going to think of their arrangements whenever the wedding comes. They're going to think they copied off of her. Well, you guys are going to have real flowers. And I assume they're going to look a little bit different. If your real flowers are identical to the fake arrangements that your mother made, maybe you should change your real arrangements. Hey, April, Lala Puzzles, Wayward, Sarabella, Nina, Riley, JTK all day, Sarabella again there, JTK all day again there, Jarby, Goober, Andrea Gaynor, TLS Mitty, Maria Elizabeth, Roseanne Crump, Fane, TLS, Holly Jill Talk, Maria Elizabeth, C Sizzle. We've got something fancy going on down there. Oakley Brooks with the blooming ribbons. That was fancy. Thank you. Tila Smith, April, thanks so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. We are at 13 hundo of 25 hundo with that furious fire goal right now. This, this story was an NTA for OP. I feel really bad for her. I'm glad that the daughter, thank goodness the daughter came along and was like, hey, I love these. Could you make me some for my thing? She's like, here, I'll use these because I've already spent money and time making them. And there's no need to notify son and future daughter-in-law at that point because they have no claim to them. None. Hey, Dixie. Not going to read the whole name, but thanks so much. Greatly appreciate the love there. April, Wayward, BK Law, Sam, and East Moon, Chrissy, Joe, Bethany, Casey Leet, April. 1375 at 25 Hondo on that furious fire right now. Are you proud of me, Tony Spark? I didn't read the whole name for Dixie. Yeah. I saw it, and I was like, nope, not falling for that one again. I'm not falling for something like that again. Unique Chaos. Unfortunately, had to remove a friend from your bridal party due to her comments towards you. Well, good for you. Good for you for having enough self-respect to do that. Subek, I get snaps? Awesome. Danny, yeah, at least her hard work didn't go in vain. Heck yeah. And Nisi and Beer today on top of it here. Modding like a bunch of bosses over here. 420 days, Mary. Wow. You know what that means. Hey, make Fisher papiers. Papiers. With the lightning bolt there, Andrea Gaynor, JTK all day sending out gifted subs to Oakley Brooks, Barbie, Candy 0408, Miss Kitty, and Riley. Welcome to the Gosh Heckett fam to all of you. Andrea Cake, Fisher Papiers, Mouse Princess, Pish, Madeline, Marie Elizabeth, Megan Carol, Audrey, or Adri, Candy, Peaches, Barbie, Holly Jill Talk, April. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate the love. Quack in 1992. See you there as well. We're moving up 1426 at 25 hundo. We're moving. Tina, thanks so much. Ms. Krish, I'd be reluctant to do anything for son and daughter-in-law without upfront money. In the future, I just wouldn't do anything for them, period. Period. I don't think OP had any expectations of what's the word I'm looking for? Wow, words are hard. Even just thinking of them. What's the word whenever somebody pays you back for something? Help me out, team. Reimburse. Thank you. Compensation, reimbursement. Yes. Yeah, thank you guys. I just heard crickets over here for about 10 seconds. Chrissy Joe sending a gifted sub out to April. April, welcome to the Gosh Heckett fam. Glad to have you here. I don't think OP had any expectation of getting reimbursed for that first round, but that still doesn't mean they have any claim to anything here. Yeah, sorry. Words are very, very, very hard. Danny, wedding decor was from Dollar Tree, made my bouquet. It was still pretty. Heck yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive to look good. Tina, Gen Design Store Cat, thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate the love there. We're going to start our next story here. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again with the Reddit story once again. This one comes from the AITA subreddit and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Asking Our Babysitter to Set Alarms When She Sleeps? Let me get that poll started. Am I the astronaut for asking the babysitter to set alarms when she sleeps? All right, poll is up. You have 1 minute. Go. Hey, Regina. Thanks, a longtime listener. Heck yes. I love it when longtime listeners or longtime lurkers who don't jump in often jump in and say, hey, love it. If you're one of those that watches but doesn't jump in often, say, hey, please, let me know. Let me know that you're here. A lot of NTA going on here. It was, am I the astronaut for asking our babysitter to set alarms when she sleeps? Hey, look at them all. Heck yes. Reese's Danny Twisted. Rita. Team Punky Paw. Look at this. Holy crap. VP, Kimberly D, Allie, see y'all there. Amanda F, Valentine, Kristen, Tanya, Lanice, Rachel, the last lat, Kate, Lena, Maddie, DG, Michelle, holy cow, Swizzy, S-Mac, Laura, Coffee Junkie. Wowza. Y'all need to speak up more often. At least he acted like I just called it roll. I did roll call. She's like, here. Balloonfish, your first time in live? Well, welcome. It's fun. Marshmallow, new listener? Heck yeah. It says NTA on this one. Okay. We've got NTA wins out here. Holy cow. 150 of the 227 votes went NTA on this. And in sentiment alone, based on title, I agree. This is an NTA thing. I'm assuming the alarm is like a wake up at a certain time kind of alarm. However, as we have seen time after time, the title is often misleading. I don't know that that's the case here, but we'll find out. My wife and I, 34, have 3 children, ages 7, 4, and a 9-month-old. I work a demanding job in the medical field and work many, many hours. My wife, not so much, but she does often have night shifts. We got a new babysitter a few months ago after our one that we had for 2 years moved for college. Our new babysitter is only 16, but she had been babysitting one of my coworkers' children for a while, and I trust him. A few nights ago, my wife and I were both working nights, and I saw on the camera that our babysitter was asleep on the couch, and the baby had woken up and was crying for almost 30 minutes while she slept. That bothered me. So without talking to my wife when I got home in the morning, I had told my babysitter maybe she should set alarms throughout the night to make sure she's awake since the baby monitor didn't wake her and that it was not okay for her to leave the baby crying like that. I guess it hurt the kid's feelings because she mentioned it to my wife, and my wife is really upset with me because she's only 16. And what I was asking is unreasonable and that this has never happened before. So again, I'm being unreasonable and that I should have talked to her first because this could have been a learning experience. She also said I was completely out of line as well. I'm really not worried about a learning experience, but I am worried about the fact that if my children are cared for properly, am I the astronaut? OP's comments here. 1, I pay her $20 an hour, which is reasonable in my city. I do throw her extra for overnight, and she is welcome to anything in the kitchen, and we even order her DoorDash or leave her money for pizza and such. Nights aren't typical. We don't constantly have her there overnight. It's just on the weekends if my wife has a night shift, which starts at 6:30 p.m. And we get home around 8 a.m. Usually, it's only 4 days a week during the day, 5-5-hour shifts. 2, she is welcome to sleep once all the children are asleep, and we have a baby monitor set up and is kept directly next to the couch so she could hear if the baby is awake. We have asked her to check on the baby throughout the night if she is awake. I don't typically choose teenagers for overnight babysitters, but we had really good luck with our last one, and this one babysat our coworker's child from only 2 months old up to almost a year old while 15, overnights as well, so I had trust in her. Okay, so the question is, am I the astronaut for asking our babysitter to set alarms when she sleeps? Yeah, it's a little more than that, isn't it? It's a little more than that. Also, there is, a baby crying for 30 minutes, and there's a baby blood-curdling screaming for 30 minutes, and those are two very different things. I'm curious, what would you think in this situation, Candy Thunder? She said, I would not hire a 16-year-old to stay overnight with my baby. And someone else had mentioned here, if you want an au pair, don't hire a 16-year-old. I agree with that too. If the expectations are that somebody is going to have enough self-knowledge to know what they need to do to stay alert and up all night. I'm guessing this is a one-time thing, so it's not like the expectation for a 16-year-old that they're going to be able to have the self-awareness to just destroy their sleeping habit for that night and keep themselves awake. Sans 5-hour energy and anything like that, it's a risk. You take a risk with a 16-year-old watching your kids overnight, period. So I do think that this, where OP definitely crossed the line for me, is not talking to his wife before having this conversation. This is one of those things where, Candy Thunder, you and I would have a conversation first and be like, okay, here's what I saw. Here's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking here? Because it's not just your kid, OP. It's also not just your decision. Dab says $20 an hour isn't for sleeping. That's awake pay. Now, they say that she could sleep. They were okay with her sleeping, but the expectation was for the baby monitor to wake her up. So if we're looking at that direct situation, wouldn't the first response be, hey, will you make sure that you have the baby monitor turned up all the way if you're laying down and you think you're going to fall asleep? That way it has a better chance of waking you up. Or would you put it closer to your ear or like set it closer to the couch? I think, it's there's an unreasonable expectation here, but how it was handled was a bit of an extreme instead of solution seeking here. Not setting alarms for like periodic wake ups throughout the night. It could be counterintuitive here. It could be a complete waste. And I mean, if you set an hourly alarm, she wakes up and just checks everything out and then passes right back out. That's going to be really hard to stick to. Now, having the baby monitor turned up all the way seems like the simplest response here. It was harsh for a 16-year-old girl. I mean, 16-year-olds also don't automatically take criticism well, right? It's hard for a 16-year-old to have like professional separation here and to be able to take criticism and be like, oh, okay, I need to solve this problem by doing X. If you're going to approach them with something like that, include some kind of reasonable solution here. JP, welcome to the God Shaken fam. Also, Catherine, because I saw Catherine and I was was trying to say also, so I just said also. That's a good time for words are hard. We're going to go ahead and throw that out. Or I'm not. Thought I did. Have I already done that? Words are hard again. There it is. There it is. Kimmy G, Julie Quacka, Catherine, Jers, Jenny Gardner, Janine Benham, Wayward, Jers again there, Alicia Reed, Tony Spark, Tammy Lee, Sharon D. Newton, Delilah. It's probably copywritten. I'm going to get sued for that. Sharon D. Newton, April, Janice 2014, Wayward, Hierophant Holly, Barbie, Elizabeth Dreadzone, Billy, TLS, AM Harlequin, Midi, Krista, Candy Thunder. Thank you guys so much. Tamby, Sweet, see you there as well. Tina, Kimmy G, Katie Loving, April. You guys are awesome. Candy Thunder says, I started babysitting at 13 and enjoyed it, but still think 16 is too young for overnights. I would agree. 1,800 to 2,500. We're moving. We're moving. We're going for Furious Fire right now. And that, again, unlocks Tony Spark and a cake story. Also, Tony is wearing his coral-colored shirt, which really brings out his tan today. So you guys definitely want to see him. Is that a Travis Matthew hat as well? And he's rocking his Travis Matthew hat too. I mean, he was thinking ahead whenever he dressed himself today. I did the opposite. I had a really snazzy outfit picked up. Candy Thunder convinced me to get this like a sweater shirt kind of thing that's like very open and breezy. It's a shirt that very much says like I have a yacht or something like that. And I had it on today. Had on like my matchy blue shorts and shoes, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I am very uncomfortable in my own skin today, so I am taking all this off and I'm going comfort mode. You ever just have those days where you're just not comfortable in your own skin? I'm not suggesting that I want to wear someone else's or that someone else should wear mine. I'm just saying sometimes you're just not comfortable in your own skin, and that was me today. 16, the parents both worked nights. Yes. How did the wife want to handle the situation? Going Wolf of Wall Street mode. We don't find out how the wife wanted to handle the situation because she never got a chance. OP just went ahead and railroaded the situation and never gave the wife a chance to have any kind of input before taking action here, which is rough. Faded salmon was called pink. Yeah, there's like coral, salmon. I know they all have their place. Coral. Jen, do you read all your stories under your account on Reddit? I sent you one. So are you talking about the Dusty Thunder subreddit? It's tough to read all of them, but the team here does comb through the Dusty Thunder subreddit and other sources as they gather stories for each of the lives that we do. Now, when we're gathering stories, we're gathering like 7 to 10. And once we fill that quota up, the search ends for that live, and then we'll do another one for the next live. So it's tough to read all of them. Catnip, TLS, Shannon, Jessica, Hope, Tam 12. See you there as well. Delia, Jessica Kearns, Tammy Sweet. You guys are awesome. Greatly appreciate the love. Tammy, you were babysitting overnight at 14, been a nanny for 30 plus years. Damn, that is some commitment. That is some commitment. Do I need to address this? And just say as a reminder, we don't talk politics. Okay. Just a reminder here. Our content is focused on Reddit stories and feedback for those Reddit stories specifically here. We do not get into politics. We do not get into religion. There's a lot of stuff that we don't get into. Our content is not that. Our platform is not that. If you're trying to push anything that is unrelated to the content that we're talking about here, you're likely to get muted. So just don't. We don't get into politics here. Sorry. Don't do it. Stormborn started at 10 and still a nanny 24 years later. I don't have the patience that it would take to be like a male nanny. I couldn't do it. Candy Thunder can attest to that. I'd last one day and I'd go home in tears if I was a nanny, an au pair. I couldn't do it. I mean, I would have to embark on a journey of self-discovery to learn how to like internalize my madness. And maybe I could figure it out and learn how to make it like a fun, constructive thing. But like I'm good with like imaginative play. With like Navy and I will play our asses off and have like imaginary things that we're playing and all kinds of fun scenarios, and we do that kind of stuff. To be like a full-time caregiver for other people's children would be very difficult to me. I know like Navy has had a fantastic preschool teacher, and we're very sad for her to move on to another teacher here. And she has like infinite patience with these kids. And I'm like, I don't understand. I mean, you walk in there and you know, it's wild. It's wild. Overkill, you're a crafts queen. The messier, the better. So I would have to have like an arsenal of things that I was ready to do like that. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just don't. Like I get stressed just thinking about keeping them busy. If you're fulfilled by that, by taking care of kids, I think it's an awesome thing. Less than 500 to go. Holy crap. We are at 2078 or 25 hundo. Carrie Lee, Tam 12, Elise, Animals in the House, Tony Spark, Animal in the House again, Jers, Moon, Nabs, Rach, Miss Kitty, Island, Owana, Animals again there, Kitty Cat, Sharon D. Newton, Owana again there, Tam 12, Cat Knit, TLS. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Candy Thunder says she's the absolute best. I had aspired to have her patience. What if she goes home every day and she's just like, I'm losing my shit. She just hides it really well. I don't buy it either. I think that's who she is. She's just built for it. Some people are just built for it. Just built for it.
She was Ava's cheer coach.
Yeah, she was a cheer coach for Ava, and then.
And she was very, very sweet and chilled.
So she was able to handle like teenage girls too, and toddlers. It's like, if you can handle a gaggle of teenage girls in a cheer coach structure with attitude, and then toddlers who are hitting that to like 2-3 stage and they're like, they learn the word no. If you can handle both of those things with grace, you've got some real freaking talent. Hey, Animal sending out some gifted subs here. We got Peaches, Karen Amaya, Lori, Wendleton, Pish, and Winter. Welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam, courtesy of Animal. Animal, thank you so much. Vanessa, Paula, Hope, Catherine, Vanessa again there, Jers, Mary, Holly, Jill Talk, Moon, TLS, heck yes. We're getting there, 22, 27, and 25 hundo. She's an actual saint, yeah. Yeah. Elise says, can we give the weather an NTA for today since it didn't rain and not in the forecast? Heck yes. So tired of the freaking severe weather. It kept me awake for like 3 days straight last week. Maybe that's why I'm still frazzled. Maybe. And we're still recovering from us getting hit too. So it'll be a while. It'll be a while. Okay, well, I was trying to vamp so we can hit that goal before we jump on to the next one. We're going to get there, man. We're going to get there. Look, Tila Smith dropping a hundo on there. Moon, Ashley Lee, Kimmy G, Winter. Oh, yeah, that was from the animal gifted thing. 2476. We are 24 away. 24. There it is. 25 hundo. You guys did it. You guys did it. Lacey, I love the rain. I love the rain too. Do not like torrential downpours and severe storms. I mean, they're fun to watch and like fun to take lightning photos of, and they're beautiful, but just so potentially disruptively destructive and just volatile. Like it's hard to, you never know which way they're going to go, when things are going to pop up. It's just wild. It is wild. All right, TLS Journey taking the #1 spot here for the Furious Fire. Michelle, Heather, Chef Tila, A.K. Mary, Alicia Reed, Animal 792, Fane, Candy Thunder, Lala Puzzles, and Authorization. Danny, terrified of storms, will love watching storm chasers. Yeah. We've got Jersey Amore, Tony Spark, Callie Prue, T-Half, Janice C, Pure Patriot, Denise Boone, Foxy Francis, Wayward Darling, Tammy Lee, A.M. Harlequin. We've got Cat Schmitty, October Moon Nye, April 2010, Misha Taylor, Unorganized Mom, Brooklyn Baby, White Eyes Cat, Pam Sowers, Adventures with Pam, Ashley Lee, My Dixie, Denise Burkhardt, Dylan Sprague, Sarah Bella, Sharon, Shannon Aaron, Ann Embracker, Rose, Anna Hartman, Elise Newman, Erica Marie, Olivia and Sons Tactical Sweetheart, Justina, Sharon A. Newton, Dread Zone, Simply Beth, and the Mouse Princess. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate the love there. Let me get the next one set up, and then we're going to get Tony Spark up in here. Said that weird. Next one is going to unlock a spicy cake update. Oh, I got a hat on. Check that out. A spicy cake update and Candy Thunder feedback. This is the spicy. We were at a cake story a couple weeks ago, and apparently there have been updates that are back and forth updates to it, which I'm so excited for. I'm so excited. Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this many of them. Spicy cake. And Candy feedback. Can we get some feedback? We're going for 110 paper cranes. Pinning it. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him up. Ladies and gentlemen. Tony
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Everybody have a good long... Thanks. Everybody have a good holiday weekend if you had a holiday weekend. Went to the Coke 600 this weekend and thought of Ted. Oh, that's cool, Stubbs. Hate that it got rained out. I really wanted to see Kyle Larson do the double. I was pulling for him. Oh, thank you, Holly Jill. That reminds me, Holly Jill subscribed and followed me at TonySpark_, so you all should do the same. You should all go follow at TonySpark_ on TikTok. I will say I did fail on Memorial Day weekend. I'm not getting any late content, but I promise it won't happen again. It's not going to happen again. I will provide you with lake content. I'm going to North Carolina this weekend, so maybe I'll try to remember to take some video then too. But yeah, you should go follow TonySpark_. And wow, you guys hit that goal already really fast.
Damn. It's your glorious tan. It's your glorious tan that made it happen. You want to read the names?
No, not really. You're just so much better at it.
It's not true. You're an auctioneer.
I know, but you're so much better at it. I'm going to my nephew's graduation his graduation party. His graduation is next Wednesday or something. But I'm going to see them for a few days and go to the party and help out there. So they live in Southport, North Carolina. Could be a beach day in there somewhere. They live 15 minutes from the beach, so I'm hoping there's a little beach action that happens. And yeah, we'll see. The whole thing is remembering to record. We were literally on the boat on Monday. We're sitting there, I'm sitting with my friends, and I go, well, an entire Memorial Day weekend. We played the largest game of Flip Cup I've ever played with the most amount of people. We did all this stuff all weekend long and didn't record a second of it to use for anything. So I know, massive fail. I mean, we got some videos, but they're not. They're not. I mean, I'm down for that. Yeah, I've been to Southport once. I went out there to see him a few years ago for Christmas. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. So now the weather's going to be, the weather was nice then. It was Christmas, but it wasn't cold, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be summertime. He's got a pool. Probably hang out by the pool. Then he's got his big graduation party on Sunday and hopefully go to the beach Saturday. Maybe. I could probably piece together some videos from this weekend, but most of them are not usable.
Inappropriate.
Yeah. Not that they're inappropriate. I just would feel bad for posting them. Yeah. I know. At least I just need like an intern to just follow me around with the camera and just. I should just. Yeah, I just need somebody to follow me around and like record it, and then we decide at the end of the weekend if we can use any of it. Because I always forget. I just forget. I'm like, oh, we should have done something. Oh, we should have recorded that. Oh, we should have done that.
Like Elise is saying, just one of those mounts that you could wear, like the motorcycle.
I have a GoPro, and I have like a whole accessory kit for a GoPro.
I wonder how you would do that with like a selfie stick and like a vest that just sticks out.
Well, they've got like,
follows you around.
Well, I think they've got like attachments for like, I have this whole thing of like 100 different attachments for a GoPro. Because they can, like on my cousin's boat, you can actually mount the GoPro on the top.
Nice.
And it'll like follow them like and stuff. But anyway.
You need an intern.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to read a story. I'm going to leave though. So Dusty can read a story because I don't want to read a story. And we got 2 cake stories to read now. So you got to read the first cake story and then the update. So I don't know if you guys remember the cake story. That was, I believe it was, I'm an asshole for complaining. It had to do with the bride and the groom got mad at her because she said something about the flavor of the cake and she didn't like chocolate. Oh. I don't know if you guys remember that story or not. Hey, thanks, Animal. Sent this cool little hands up thingy.
Sweet.
Yeah. So the story that was about the cake flavor and she complained about it and then she got mad, or the bride and groom got mad and she's like, well, why are they so mad at me? Blah, blah, blah. There's more to the story. And so I found somebody posted it in the Dusty Thunder subreddit, and it turns into a real he said, she said between OP and the groom. So it gets really good. But anyway, we're going to read this other cake story first, and then he's going to read that cake update. Or should I just do it vice versa? Should he just read the update now and then read the other one? Okay, so he's going to read the update to that cake story, and then we'll read the other cake story. But it turns into a real shit singing contest. Like, they're just going back and forth with each other. But anyway, okay, he's going to thank the gifters, then we're going to read that cake story.
All right, let's do this. Bring it up, back up to...
Tony Spark _
Don't forget to follow at Tony Spark _ Got to bring you back up to my height here. Okay, so we've got some more things to give here, and then we'll dive into the spicy cake update first, and then the regular cake story after this. TLS Journey Chef Tila Animal, Kathy Waltz, A.K. Mary Rose, Adventures with Pam, Alicia Reed, Janice C. Fain, Kat Schmitty, Andrea Hernandez. Can you save me on 12 plus, Tony, Candy, somebody?
Please someone help me. Help me, I can't see past number 12. Harry Potter must not return to Hogwarts.
Okay, the next thing we're going to unlock is going to be a, thank you, Caden Thunder appearance. I'm going to thank numbers 12 beyond here shortly here. I can go ahead and set this up first. Caden Thunder. He has been stocking up on random knowledge to share with y'all. We heard some of it today. We have... Oh, had to screenshot.
I got afraid that it would disappear.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, hopefully that's... Did it only go to 16?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Janice C. Fain, Kat Schmitty, Andrea Hernandez, The Quiet Knitter, Jerry Lee Go Forth, and White Eyes Cat, and Sarah Bella. Thank you all so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, TikTok Live Studio is still selling. Only shows me the top 12 for whatever reason. We are going for... Tiny Dinies, pinning that real quick. TLS Journey, Jersey Amore, Kellyanne already on top of it. Also, Pajama Bama Peggy, Bam, Jessica Kearns, Tina Reith, Animal sitting in the cool stuff here with the hands up, and the Heart Me, Pam, Holly Jill Talk. Animal went hard with the paper cranes there to get us over the finish line at the end. You guys are awesome. TLS also running hard at it. We got a whole bunch now coming in. The Quiet Knitter, Jerry, Firestar, Charlie Diego, Jackie Kelly, Ellen, Lovebook Dragon, Jerry Lee Go Forth, Tina Reith, Lacey Burnett, Vanessa Revere. You guys are awesome. Animal dropping a hundo on the Tiny Dinies. Heck yes. We'll go and dive in to the cake update story. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the poll here. I'll get the poll ready. Get the poll ready. Ms. HH, my brain is random. It's running in several different directions at once. Squirrel! And it's always running in several different directions. It's just a matter of which one I'm going to let come out of my mouth at that specific time, you know? All right. Okay. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with an update to a cake story. The original story was, am I the astronaut for asking my friends what flavor their wedding cake is? And this is an update to it. I hope you guys remember this story. Let's dive in. It's a little tough here. We'll do the poll based on the original title again, and then let y'all vote, and then we'll read the updates, and we'll see where it goes. So the question is, am I the astronaut for asking my friends what flavor their wedding cake is? As a quick reminder, this is a girl who everybody knows hates chocolate. So it was basically saying, like, is the cake going to be chocolate? And y'all picked that because you know I hate it. Squirrels. Randomly saying NTA. Yeah. Amber, you like the polls? Cool. Well, yeah, we're trying to make it a bit more interactive here. There's other ways to do them, but we're starting small here. Starting small. NTA looks like it's getting the majority here. Google Queen Cat, it's not her wedding. You're right. It's not her wedding. Kate and Thunder, it's me. It's me. Jessica. I can't remember where we landed on the last one. I think it came down to it was a bit of a loaded question. You know, it may have seemed innocent enough, but the question, knowing that she doesn't like chocolate, was basically a loaded question. So we'll see where this thing goes. Okay, 48% landed on NTA, with AskCon 2 coming in second, and then it's like a three-way tie after that for 4, 3, and 1. ESH is way down there at 11. We might have been at ESH after the original post here. So, but I have a feeling that the updates are going to go in wildly different directions. We'll see where this goes here. Okay. Ro is the groom from the original story. Heads up on that. Comment by Ro on the original post. Hey, Izzy, I'm not surprised you didn't share the whole story. You never do. Just like last year's surprise party for M, Too Long Don't Read, Izzy here spoiled the surprise and tried to claim my present was hers. I'm Ro, the groom-to-be. I don't do Reddit, but my best man does and frequents this thread. He saw this post and it was so obvious it was you. This whole cake thing did happen, but it is not the whole story and did not go the way Izzy claims. First off, cake was not her only complaint. You refuse to have a joint bachelorette party dinner because, you refuse to have a joint bachelorette dinner because I have a poor taste. You said my suit was tacky because I wanted white, not traditional black, and you whined about the bridesmaids' dresses being purple because you wanted ivory. Any decision we've made, there's always a complaint. And M has done nothing but be patient and try to find common ground. She said she should not have to change her wedding choices for you. Second, we never told you to shove it. M only messaged you privately because she was tired of having to argue in the group chat. Everyone else is tired of your bullshit too, so we don't want to bother them with it. It's a cake. Eat it or don't. You have hated me ever since I joined the friend group, and that's fine, but you will not ruin M's day because of your pettiness. If you care about her, then honor her decisions. Of course M is different, because she grew the fuck up. All of us did, except you. My God, you're fucking 22. Stop acting like a spoiled teenager. Chocolate cake will not kill you. By the way, asshole, I'm 26, not 25. Pay attention. I wasn't angry about this until you decided to go to the internet for pity. It's pathetic and immature. For the record, M double-checked my response. She signed off on it. Get it together. And then we have a response from the original OP. Ooh! Yeah, it was like the gloves came off on this one. The gloves came off. And they're just like, all right, you know what? Enough bullshit. Daddy's mad. Okay, here's the response from OP. It's pathetic and immature to anonymously post asking for advice on Reddit, but you coming here starting shit and posting my real name isn't? Okay, Marcus, since we're not hiding anymore, how does it feel to have your shit aired for real? Here's how I know M didn't sign off, because she never would have agreed to use my real name. You're just trying to get me upset at her too. She's my best friend, and I should have known you'd do this. You always try to manipulate us into being mad at each other. Case in point, when I had planned this awesome dinner for just her and I, you had to plan her surprise party for the same day. I just wanted alone time with my best friend, but you couldn't wait one day for the party. M has known me for longer than you, and no offense, I'm sure I know her better than you do, but I've kept my mouth shut because I love her and just wanted to be happy. I don't know if the kept my mouth shut thing there is accurate. I complain about everything, then how come I've never said anything about the hundreds of times you've made M cancel plans with me to go hang out with you? I just wanted my best friend to spend a little time with me. We're not allowed to have sleepovers anymore because it makes you uncomfortable. We'll take a girls trip for the weekend because it's too expensive. Sorry you can't take care of her like I can. Some of us can afford rent. Clearly, this was never about the cake and more so about you hating me. I was fine when you joined the friend group, but you clearly weren't fine with my and M's relationship. You've been the same towards some of her other friends who I'm sure would agree. Get a life, Marcus. Stop trying to take mine. Oh! And then hubby comes back with a response again. Who got the popcorn? Do we have any popcorn here? Do we have any popcorn? We need to bring popcorn, and when it gets really juicy like this, just like slide it on camera.
We need a golden popcorn.
A golden popcorn? I'm down.
Oh, isn't that like the MTV movie?
Yeah, the MTV Movie Award is a golden pop. It's like our golden astronaut up here. But we need the astronaut holding popcorn. Ghost Ghoul says, I have wine. that's a close second. That'll work. We need some popcorn here. Candy Thunder has the snacks that we smuggled into the movie the other day.
In my big purse.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Soon to be hubby comes back in and responds to original Pete. She was fine using your name. You brought this to the internet, not us. If you don't want this attention, don't post. The plan was for you to distract her while we set up the party by taking her to a movie, not going to the movies, then taking her to dinner and telling her about the party. We waited hours expecting y'all to be back. Oh no. I have never once made M cancel. She always did that on her own, and not frequently at all. You've had plenty of alone time with her. Just because she spends time with me too doesn't mean I'm forcing her to. And yes, a trip to multiple countries across Europe is very much too expensive. We already live paycheck to paycheck, which you know. I know money isn't a concern for you, but it very much is for us. Not all of us have apartments paid for by daddy. Nobody else seems to think the same things about me, and if I'm wrong, I will gladly listen and change, but that requires communication directly, not anonymous Reddit posts. You may have known her longer, but you clearly don't know M well. You fail to see how miserable your comments and attitude have made her these past few months. For her sake, knock it off. And OP comes back. Paid by daddy, real mature asshole. You know I work hard like everyone else. It's not my fault my parents make better decisions than yours and can actually keep their kids. And of course, I wasn't just going to take her to the movies on her birthday, ruse or not, it was still her birthday. And she's my friend, and I love her and wanted her to have a decent meal other than the shitty pizza you bought for her. Also, maybe you didn't tell M to cancel, but knowingly asking for plans when we had them is basically the same thing. Before you, she was fine. She had everything she needed. And for all of you in the comments saying I have a crush or want to F M, you're delusional and know nothing about me. We're best friends. I love her. She loves me. It's not my fault. We can have natural chemistry that everyone over the internet can feel, but it's not like that. Marcus, you're an asshole. You've been an asshole since day one. Just admit that you're not the guy who can give her what she needs and move the fuck on and leave us alone. Ooh, leave us alone. Okay. Comments and Groom's response. Commenter. Hey, M, did you really make a fuss because you wanted the bridesmaid's dress to be ivory instead of purple? Also, Ro, did you really make your fiance cancel sleepovers because it made you uncomfortable? Ro's response, no, I have never made M cancel anything. I'm fine with her having sleepovers. Izzy wanted to do it at our apartment and kept begging M to have me sleep on the couch so I wouldn't ruin girls' night. For the record, M shut it down, not me. She's capable of making her own decisions. I trust her to set her boundaries. If I came off as uncomfortable, Izzy never mentioned it till now. Another comment, does M even still want Izzy there? Because Izzy is sounding more and more unhinged. How did she try to steal your B-Day present to Izzy? Rose's response, M still wants Izzy there. They've been friends for years. I won't make her kick her out, but I'm starting to reach the point where I want it. And no, she didn't steal it. She claimed she purchased the gift because I was too poor to afford it. It was a rather expensive purse M eyed once while shopping, but couldn't get it at the time, so I saved for it. Final comment by Ro, you're proving my point. I'm not going to argue over Reddit anymore for this, especially if you're going to talk about my parents like that when you know full well they aren't rich. Either message us in private or drop it altogether. If this is how you really feel, don't bother coming to the wedding. Holy shit. Okay, that was a lot. So am I the astronaut for asking my friends what flavor their wedding cake is? Was not just a loaded question. It was a loaded question. It was like a loaded baked potato of a question. It was intense. The way that she keeps talking about this is it was all fine until you came along. You can't take care of her the way that I can. Just go away and leave us alone. But M is marrying Ro. M made the decision to marry Ro, and that sounds like that Izzy here is just not handling that well. Intense, yes. It is definitely not about the cake. Now, yeah, this has nothing to do with the cake whatsoever. This was, wow. I would be, romantic feelings or not, the attachment that she had with her friend, she feels like is being ripped away from her. And she's blaming Ro for that because she refuses to acknowledge that M is growing up and moving on, right? And yes, that's going to come with a natural separation. They could still be best friends, but not every waking moment is going to be able to be spent with her. She's getting married. She's going to have a husband. She has chosen a life partner. That person is going to be in the picture. And what Izzy is going to have to come to realize is that she has to accept that if she wants to be a part of M's life still. If she can't accept it, and if she continues down the path that she's going down right now, she's going to lose her friend altogether. That's rough. A lot of people struggle with this when they're younger and they have besties, but then people start growing up and getting married and having kids. The natural drift that happens there, that's a part of growing up. It takes real efforts to maintain relationships without seeing people as frequently, right? And a lot of people who need those other people, like need the presence of those other people in their lives in order to fill up their own cup. Those are the people who really struggle. And Izzy, I'm worried about here because she's placed what feels like the majority of the weight of her happiness on M, which is too much pressure. That's too much pressure to put on another person. Izzy has to get comfortable with herself and be happy without needing someone else in her life. She needs M. That's what it feels like. It feels like she needs her. And that's not fair. That's not fair to M. Like it's concerning. Like there's going to take some work. Right now, like all the mudslinging aside, I'd say Izzy, it'd be very advantageous for you to speak to a counselor, and not just about this, but just in general, just to let it all out to a counselor and try to sort through those feelings, because it isn't just the cake. It isn't just Ro. There's a lot going on there that you're going to need some help unwinding and figure out what to do with. I do think you have a lot of dependence on someone else for your happiness right now, and that's the most dangerous part I see of all this. I definitely don't think we can say NTA. I think that's safe. We can't say NTA. I don't know what we can say because it's so back and forth. There's obviously some big issues here, and she doesn't know what to do with her feelings, so she's lashing out about it. It's a mess. It's a mess. I don't know that we can say ESH here either, because I don't know that we can blame M and Ro. I don't know that we can blame Ro for coming here and defending himself. I don't know. This isn't, I don't know. It's an IDK. I'm going to have to come up with a new rating. That's IDK. IDFK. IDKS AF. Ruth from Ozark. I don't know shit about fuck. Ruth. This is my favorite Ruth quote. I don't know shit about fuck. That's tough. I mean, it's just tough. It's tough. It's a tough situation. But I think a lot of people go through it and struggle with their feelings whenever it could be a triggered abandonment thing. Yeah, absolutely could be. ENT, everyone needs therapy, Brittany. I like it. I don't know that M and Ro do. I mean, they've got, I don't know. Oh, Candy Thunder's coming up here. Holy cow. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no.
You can't just stand right there. You got to, no, come on. Come on now. It's 2 steps. It's 2 steps more.
Yeah, but it's a camera.
Yeah, it's a camera.
So you originally, we looked up the original post and you originally said NTA.
For her?
Yes, because you said you thought there was more going on. And boy, was there more going on.
Yeah. I said NTA because I thought there was more going on.
You
Yes.
said it because like the wedding planning may have been stressful.
Oh,
Just
okay.
let this go, or it could be
Yeah.
blow up into a bigger thing.
And
What?
it did blow up into a bigger thing.
Because it was not like
Wasn't the first time I was wrong, won't be the last time.
Well, you didn't have all the juicy details. Also, does anyone else like watching like the drama train wreck when it doesn't involve you? So it's like you're just like back and forth. And you next. Now we just need to hear from M so that we can
Yeah,
figure
come
out.
on, Em. Jump in here and set everybody straight. Come on now.
But it feels like what he said at the end, that M still considers Izzy her best friend. Like she doesn't want that to change.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe everyone sucks here but M. Maybe Izzy and him suck because they're putting her in the middle of this ongoing thing. I think Izzy kind of sucks a little bit more because I think she needs like a hobby or a dog. Ooh, get a dog. Post pictures. I have puppy fever and it is bad.
All it took for you to get excited about seeing puppy pictures was the prospect of some unknown character buying a dog.
A cat, get a kitten. My brother was talking about getting a kitten and I was like, do it. I'll come see you. I've got some kind of like pet fever. I need to I want a kitten. I'll go to a shelter and get a kitten.
We have 5 kids and 3 animals at home.
I understand.
We are one more living creature away from a short bus and a funny farm. Like, what do we need? A chicken?
I
You want a
almost had him.
goose?
I asked him when he was in Dallas what would happen if he came back, and I was like, for asking for a friend, if that friend's husband was gone and then that husband came back and there was a dog in the house, would that husband be upset? And he said,
What did I say?
you said no, he wouldn't be upset as long as the dog was cute.
I said as long as it's the one on the left, because you sent me the picture of the dog. And I was like, as long as it's that one, we're good.
But it got adopted, so it's fine.
Yeah, we do not need
Oh,
to
I
be-
know we don't need it,
No.
but
Especially right now. Like, we don't even have like a proper fenced yard for the animals.
That's
So we're
true.
still dealing with that mess. Yeah, no.
okay. Anyways, back to the story. Sorry, I get excited about animals.
Get the puppy. Start a poll, Brittany says.
We said maybe next summer. I think that fighting over M is going to force her to choose, and if she has agreed to marry Marcus, then Ro, whatever. If she's agreed to marry him, she's agreed to start a family with him, then that's most likely who she's going to pick.
Yeah.
So if Izzy doesn't back off, friendships change, especially when you get married. Your best friend is still important to you, but they're not your spouse. Like, your spouse is your partner. They're who you've chosen to share your life with. And I think if she is forced to choose in a healthy relationship, she would choose her spouse.
There are some alarming statements made by Izzy, like, you can't take care of her the way that I
Yeah,
can.
that was very weird.
And just go and leave us alone. There are some alarming things in there that indicate more than just the friendship being there. But either way, I think Izzy needs this person, and it's dangerous to need someone like that. It's too much pressure for the other person. It's not fair.
I mean, like, I don't understand how she sees life playing out. Like, is she not going to, like, what would happen if she forced M and her groom-to-be to break up, and then Izzy got in a relationship, and Izzy neglected M?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, and I could see that happening because Izzy, if it's the focus isn't on Izzy, then
It's
I
like,
feel like that's when she gets emotional and goes over the top.
it could be the reverse Uno of Fatal Attraction. Because if she forced them to break up and then she ended up with somebody, and how would Em handle it? If Em handled it the same way that Izzy did, it would be unsettling to her. Also, United Snorts of America said that she'd buy you a mini Highland cow.
You know the way to my heart.
I'm for fainting goat.
She also
Okay.
said earlier that she had a purse that was specific just for movie theaters. And I'm like, you're my spirit
Heard.
animal. Yeah.
Heard.
I like purposely took my big purse and I'm like, oh, I can take this out. I can take this out. Sorry, movie theaters. We bought the popcorn, but that's all we did.
We did. We spent the $8,000 on popcorn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for jumping up here and giving the feedback on that. Greatly appreciate it. This is a mess.
It was part of the thing.
It is a mess. Oh, it was. That's right.
Tony told me that it was part of the thing as I got my snacks out and ate them and like had Belvita bar in my teeth. So.
We should probably own stock in Belvita bar by this point. It's one of the few things that have remained like a stable food post COVID for her.
I also ate all the turtles.
The mini turtles. Oh, that's funny. And Navy Thunder loves Belvita bars as well. Even the bitty bars, the little miniature ones. Yeah. EMC Personal Design Spec Mama. EMC as well. Or again there. Flauschito. Carrie Lee, Team Punky Paw, TLS Mini, Miss Lily Manny Monster. We've got 1025 of 25 hundo. Almost halfway there on our tiny tiny goal here. TLS Miss Lily, Flauschito again there. Burnzo, EMC Personal Designs, and Hunroxin. We've got Darkness Wins. It did in the last story. Donna, DJ, Angie, and Hunroxin, Gracie, L. Bella. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it. Adrian C. there as well. Donna and Tony Spark, Hannah Lewis. Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, now I got to read the normal cake story, right? Is that correct? Okay. I know what I'm doing. Holy cow. Hey there. I got a hat on. Look at that. Would you look at it? Would you just look at it? It's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This is a cake story, and it's actually not a Reddit story. This is a follower-submitted cake story. Title is, Am I the Astronaut for Lying About Cake? We start the poll. Get the poll started here. Am I the astronaut for lying about cake? That doesn't give us very much information to go on here to make a snap judgment. So, hey, Coldeth. Good to see you there. It's been a hot minute. EMC Personal Designs with the hat. Or Laura had the hat and mustache. Heck yeah. Miss Helene, EMC Hunter Girl, Spec Mama. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, am I the astronaut for lying about cake? It's not a whole lot of information. It's gonna be like a random voting session here. Dolby. Drive-in movie theaters. We actually have an active one still here in Carthage, Missouri. It's on Route 66. It's called the Route 66 Drive-In Theater, actually. And it's been a long time since we've been there. I wonder if Navy Thunder would enjoy it. She's kind of hard to contain in one place. She does well in the movie theaters now, though. If it's the recliner chairs, yeah. Yeah. Brittany says, we don't lie about cake. Yeah, we got NTA here. 32% wins with NTA. We'll see what happens. Okay, Sunflower, you have family near Carthage? Nice. It's like 15, 20 minutes from us here in Joplin. Artist RTV says, judging from the last one, gotta say it might be bad. Yeah. Okay, here we go. When I moved in with my first serious boyfriend at 17, we lived in a rundown neighborhood where there was a lot of crime. Our home got broken into a number of times, and we had the worst violent neighbors. Because of this, my boyfriend was very protective and didn't like me to be home alone. One night, he was playing video games with his headset on while I dozed off in our room. I had the following nightmare. I was 10 years old, and I had a massive cake, especially made for me by my gran. She loved making our special childhood cakes, but this was the most spectacular cake I had seen in my life. It was a 3-tiered chocolate cake with long pillars of candy covered in edible stars. My sister notoriously is a thief of joy in real life, and in the dream she kept trying to steal my cake, saying that she'd eat it all and not leave any for me. So I hid the cake in my bedroom cupboard until I could sneak away and devour it. Upon returning, that's a new one. I can't even turn that one into anything witty. Returning. Upon returning to my bedroom and looking in the cupboard, my amazing cake was gone. This is where the dream ended, and I woke up screaming, not a little scream, a holy hell, I'm dying scream. My boyfriend ripped off his headset and charged into the bedroom with his brother and a baseball bat, prepared to protect me from whatever evil had made me scream like that. Here's where I might be the asshole. I was still dazed from my intense dream and awoke to them both staring at me for an explanation. I was too embarrassed to say that I had a nightmare where my sister stole the best cake I'd ever seen, so I blurted out that I saw a face in the window. They both ran outside and spent the next half an hour patrolling our home while I quietly dealt with the devastating realization my cake was gone. Worse yet, it was never real. So am I the astronaut for making up an intruder to justify my banshee wails over cake? Yeah. I'm going to say yeah, you are, because in your boyfriend's shoes here, like there's the feelings, the heightened adrenaline rush that he gets right now. I think he's going to have to march into battle to protect you. That's not going to go away like immediately. You know what I mean? He's going to be on high alert for like the next week or more. And it's going to change more than just tonight. That's my point here. It's more damaging than just like a 5-minute thing here. Also, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that he loves you. So if you say that you had a dream about cake and it was just a really bad dream, also just say I had a really bad dream. That could have been done differently. At minimum, this could have been done differently, right? Or should have been done differently. Is it a definitely shouldn't have done that? Or is it just a should have done it differently? Sticking with 3, T. Hopkins? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go 2 here. I'm going to go 2 because it's a definitely shouldn't have done that for me. Because of the damages. The damages here are going to be like a heightened sense of fear, and this could be a heightened a heightened level of anxiety in that house, especially at night for a while. It could lead to boyfriend spending money on security equipment. It could lead to a lot of things unnecessarily. Not that that's not a great idea to do anyway, but the prompt for it was false. And I think that your boyfriend should, or hopefully would, understand if you just had a bad dream, regardless of what the dream was about. Like, I had a really bad dream. I can tell you right now, Candy Thunder and I tell each other about the weird ass dreams that we've had. Maybe it's different because we've been married for a while, but I think your partner is going to understand. But okay, Fairy Flight says, but she had just woken up, but she had enough wherewithal to create a story about there being a person in the window. So she came up with something. That's like saying, you know, she wasn't awake enough, so automatic responses took over. And if the automatic response is to lie, there's another problem, right? So yeah, I think no matter what, you definitely shouldn't have done it, at least for me. B, yeah, you know, the story of the boy who cried wolf, it reminds me of that story. Yeah, I mean, this could have lasting damages, like when she really does need help sometime. Yeah, it could not be good. Heidi, they could have a good laugh about it. Now she's on edge, and it's a bit discerning that she lied. Now he's on edge. Yeah. Candy Thunder, would you, if you had a dream, a terrible nightmare where your cake had gone missing and you woke up screaming, and I was like, what the hell? And I was ready to do battle here. Can you imagine yourself being embarrassed to tell me what this dream was about? No, I didn't think so. No, she'd be like, I dreamt that there was the last cosmic brownie and someone had taken it. I'd be like, I get it.
Only for the chewy ones.
We did discover that, is the box of what, 6, not 12, right? Those were the good ones. But now they're not good either. We got a box of the 6 and it was like, oh crap, they changed this one too. What is happening to the cosmic brownies, Debbie?
What's happening?
Big Deborah, what is happening to the cosmic brownies? The last Tim Tam. Oh, snap. We haven't had Tim Tams in a hot minute.
I had to stop.
We're not allowed to have them in the home anymore. It was a bit of a problem. It was a bit, hey, Cat Tack, thanks for being here. Greatly appreciate it. We can laugh at each other's weird dreams. Cat, could it be symbolic that she's afraid her sister will steal her boyfriend? Maybe if her sister took everything she ever had, then yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening. All right, we're at 1175 at 25 hundo, almost to the halfway point. We'll go ahead and jump into the next story here. We are trying to unlock right now Caden Thunder appearance. That's what we're working on.
He has thoughts about the hot dogs.
Yo, yeah, he wants to share thoughts about the hot dogs. There were some more kind of deep thoughts with Caden Thunder that he was talking about the other day too. I can't remember what it was.
He could talk about cinemas.
Cinemelts. Oh, for those of you who were there, we talked about making like a political campaign around Cinemelts and like putting up yard signs and stuff. I actually made a design. I made a yard sign design for Cinemelts 2024. We'll post something for you. At minimum, we'll put it up in the Facebook VIP group. Artist, yeah. So when a title has cake in it, it's truly a mess. Yeah. Candy Thunder, I had to give the Tim Tams a break. We got too close. They were starting to come between us. I kid. Thought you said no political talk. Oh, wait, what political talk did we have? Cinemelts. Oh, yeah, that's as political as we're going to get. Yeah, Cinemelts 2024. I think it's fantastic. I think we should run a full political campaign. We do run a marketing company as our day gig, so we could do it. Okay, here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder again with another Reddit story for you. This one comes from the AITA subreddit and is titled, Will I Be the Astronaut for Trying to Stop My Brother's Wedding? Man, this could go very different directions. It could be trying to stop it for like very noble reasons, like to protect your brother. It could be trying to stop it for nefarious reasons. We don't know. I gut reaction. I'm going to go with 2 here. I'm going to go with a 2. Definitely shouldn't do it. Because your brother is a grown-ass man, I'm assuming, willing or able to make his own decisions, and he's made a decision, so. Caden Thunder says, you guys got to get me up there. I got thoughts to share. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Bill, going with NTA, hoping OP is a hero. Could do it. I mean, yeah, if he knows something that brother doesn't, and could save him from a lifetime of misery, that's gallant, right? Coldest, looking forward to the last chocolate ice in the freezer, only to see an empty box. That's the worst. When somebody leaves the empty box behind, they're the asshole. It happens with cosmic brownies in our house sometimes. Sometime. Okay, Ascon 2 takes the lead here with 37% of the vote. It is spread out, though. It is definitely spread out. We'll see what happens. All right. Throwaway for obvious reasons. My brother is getting married to his childhood sweetheart soon. I didn't like the whole idea of the wedding because they're practically still kids and it would be dumb for them to get married so young. Our parents, ours and hers, are pretty pissed about it too, but going along with it anyway because they were worried they might just elope and go no contact otherwise. Also, I'm in love with his fiance. Well, there goes any kind of hope of this being an NTA, folks. Yeah. Buried the lead on that, but revealed it right after the first paragraph. So that's funny. We all sort of grew up together, neighbors for 5 years when we were teens, parents, close friends now, etc. And she always had a big crush on me, but I ignored it because she was a kid and really annoying. But her and my brother were always best friends because they were the same age. We had a bit of a thing when we were like 18 and 16, but again, I thought she was too young. And also I was dealing with a lot of personal shit at the time, so I ended up pushing her away and making her think I didn't want her because I didn't want to hurt her worse in the long run, even though I kind of did start to really like her. I guess I thought she'd just be there when I was ready or something because she'd always been so obsessed with me. Cue my freaking brother riding in on his white horse when I broke things off with her and them getting together, which was always his game plan, I think. Fast forward for years and apparently they're getting married. Isn't this the plot to like The Summer I Turned Pretty? She's more religious than we are, and they've always done the purity ring bullshit, so obviously my brother just got bored of waiting and wants to get married now so he can get laid. I don't think he's good enough for her, and I never did, especially in the light of what I now know. Anyway, my brother got really drunk the other night. He told me that when they broke up for a while, I don't know why they broke up, but I remember he was really cut up about it. Last year, he slept with someone else just before they ended up getting back together. He was going on to me about how bad he felt about it and how he didn't know she was going to take him back when he did it, and he wished he hadn't, whatever, dick. I don't think she knows what he did, and I don't think she would marry him if she knew that he had gone and cheated on her when they were broken up. We were on a break! Especially if they are doing the whole no sex before marriage thing. Will I be the astronaut if I told her what he did and told her how I really feel about her and maybe stopped the wedding? I really think she's my soulmate and that deep down she probably wants to be with me too. She just doesn't know that I'm in love with her and that is still an option, or that he's just a cheat. If I love her too, I should tell her, right? She might want to be with me instead. Oh shit! Candy Thunder said, is that you, Izzy? This could be just like further personification of these characters or twisting it to be, ooh, it could be. I mean, OP is thinking only of himself. That's my biggest issue with all of this. He's, go back to the beginning of this. He, well, not the beginning, in the teenage years, 18 to 16, whenever they did have a little fling, he broke it off with her, but at that point, always assumed that she would be there waiting for him whenever he got his shit together because she was always so obsessed with him. So he has always treated her as the backup. Always. Well, if she is always just the backup to you, now she's more than the backup because you can't have her. Which is bullshit. OP, you are willing to burn your brother. You're willing to burn all kinds of bridges to get what you want here. She agreed to marry him. You don't know what she wants. Well, you do know what she wants because she said yes. She's marrying your brother. You're willing to burn a bridge with your brother, with your parents, probably with her parents, with all kinds of people, just to get what you want here. Even though I'm fairly certain here, this is not what you really want. She is more desirable to you now because you can't have her because she's with someone else and she's betrothed to them. So you really can't have her. And that has you going like, oh man, she's not my backup anymore. She's more desirable. It sounds like the one person in this story that has the real growing up to do is you, OP. If you did do this, I'm going to say you would be an ask on one. Oh, crap, Bill. Really hope his brother doesn't let him make any speeches if they do get to the wedding. Oh, no. I mean, that would be in the reception after they had gotten married, but he'd be like, hello, I'm the brother of the groom, and I would like for you to know that he cheated on you while you guys were on a break last year, and also I'm in love with you.
As long as he writes a Reddit story
after. yeah. If you're going to do that, OP, you definitely have to come back and update us here. Definitely. She's not 15 now. They were 15. They were 18 and 16 whenever OP and she had the fling. How old are they now? But we don't know how old they are now.
Fast forward 4 years.
Okay. Best guesstimates that we have right now are 2021 for not OP. OP would be like 23-ish, 22, 23. So 2021-ish. Nana says he needs help with his intrusive thoughts or he will continue to ruminate on this issue and tell her. Well, he's obsessed about it enough to write the story and put it out there. I think he's got it in his head that she secretly still wants him. And I think he has to have enough respect for them both to not risk putting her through pain again, because if we heard her version of their history, it would be repeated pain, right? He has to have enough respect for her not to risk putting her or calling that kind of pain back up to the surface again and not crushing his little brother's soul. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to know what happened, but not like this. Not when you're using it for personal gain. No. No. Mom vibes. We're at 475K likes. Look at you guys go. Holy cow. Yeah, you're at 96%, rocking and rolling here. Also, we're at 1675 with 2,500 to get Caden Thunder up here. Bill says, I'm willing to bet he'll go to her religious parents and tell them about the cheating. Yeah. Lynn says he pushed her away a few times, so move on. Oh, yeah, and he only wants her now because he can't have her. Yeah, and it wasn't a cheat. You're right, Dreamy Turtle. They were a part of that time. Candy Thunder sending the tiny dinies through Holly Jill Talk, C Sizzle, Tasha Nicole, Tracy, TLS, Sigridur, good to see you. Haunted Gal, hello there. Mary, Donna, Erica Eternal, Ann, Hotox, and Kat all sending gifts through. Thanks so much for that. Echo Dragonheart subscribed. Welcome to the gosh hecked fam. Yeah, I got the fancy hat on there. Tyne, Sarah Jane, Torres, Tasha Nicole. We got El Bella, Elise, Ava Gruel, Elise again there, Michelle, Lene Saliuk. We've got Casey Kim Walker with Tiny Dinies there. Irasantu. A lot of Lene Saliuk. Ones there as well. Anise Moon with 50 Tiny Dinies. Fane with 25. Anise Moon. Lily. You guys are awesome. Greatly appreciate the love there. Molly M. Candy Thunder L. Anise. Lori T. You guys hit the likes goal. Heck yes. Nice work. Nice work, Brittany, in the all caps. They were on a break. It's going to be the classic Ross and Rachel thing for a long time, if he ever brought it up. I hope he doesn't, though. I hope he has enough respect for both of them to never bring this up. Never. All right, we're going to go ahead and bounce to our next story here. We got time. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes left to meet this goal and get Caden Thunder up here and to read through the story. Do you have 6? Okay. Reading my mind here, Tony Spark. Reading my mind. All right, here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one is from the AITA subreddit and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for leaving without explanation after mother-in-law pretended not to hear me? Let's get our poll started here. Am I the astronaut for leaving without explanation after mother-in-law pretended not to hear me? Again, context could send this a number of directions. But I'm going to gamble on the fact that there is enough context here to make this an NTA. The Effulgent one says, always NTA with mother-in-law. We've seen some really solid mother-in-law stories here too, though. Stephanie too. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one of those test-taking hacks. If you see mother-in-law, vote NTA. ESH is everyone sucks here. Help you talk. When one stops listening, stop talking, Chantel. Chantel Versace. They're rare, Black Butterfly. Yeah. We're lucky enough to have a couple of them ourselves. Okay, 81% on NTA here. Wow. So take note, OPs of Reddit. If you want to automatically have a leg up in the NTA verse here, just mention mother-in-law in the title of your post, and you'll be in good shape. That's all you got to do. Hey, Ann, Shaz, Just Mags, Kelly, Irasantu, Drea, Patricia, Tracy, Holly Jill Talk, C Sizzle, the Effulgent One, Megan Carroll, Jers, Funny Farm. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, here we go. I, 32 female, have a 7-month-old daughter with my husband, 34 male. My country does ensure a long maternity leave for up to 2 years. However, I am self-employed and cannot afford to lose my clients, so I try to work while my daughter is sleeping and during the weekends. Lately, she's been teething, so I'm operating on little to no sleep. I have an issue with my mother-in-law. She does what she wants despite people asking her not to, and then says, oops, or denies doing it. Things like that. It was annoying before the baby, but after she was born, it became insufferable. My husband talked to her and set boundaries, so she stopped doing that when my husband was present, but she was still doing it when it's only me in the room. So we agreed she could not visit when my husband is not at home, and my husband is not to leave me alone with her. I mean, just for having to do that, I'm red flagging it. Because of these boundaries, we did not see them for 1.5 months. They lived 2 hours away and we did not find a mutually good time. They finally came over last Sunday. Finally. 20 minutes into the visit, my father-in-law wants to see a lawnmower that is broken down, so my husband goes into the backyard with him, leaving me, the baby, and mother-in-law inside. She's drinking coffee and eating cake. She sits next to my daughter on her playmat and tries to feed her some of the cake. I immediately told her no, she can't have that. Mother-in-law pretends not to hear me and proceeds to put her spoon in my daughter's closed mouth, or to my daughter's closed mouth. I repeat, stop doing that. She can't have cake yet, and definitely not from your spoon. Still, she pretends not to hear me. I repeat it again, still nothing, and now there's cake on my baby's face, and she's fussing. So I grab my daughter and go back to my husband and father-in-law, subtly gesturing him to come back inside. After about 5 minutes, mother-in-law decided to go outside too and was approaching me and the baby. I gestured to my husband again, and he made an annoyed face. I had no energy to deal with any of this, so I stood up, went inside, grabbed a baby bag and car keys, and went to the car without saying a word. Mother-in-law asked me where I was going, and I ignored her. I drove to my sister's, which is about a 15-minute drive. There were some missed calls from my husband, so I texted him where we were and that we'll be back in the evening. It was time for my daughter to nap, and she fell asleep breastfeeding, so my sister told me to go to sleep too. After she woke up and had her milk, my sister took her and told me to go back to sleep. I slept around 3 hours in total, and my phone was on silent, so my husband's calls were ignored. Apparently, his parents left disappointed, and mother-in-law cried. My husband is furious that I did this. We're still fighting about it. We're still fighting about it. He couldn't believe I was so rude and took the baby away when his parents came to see her after such a long time. He's angry that I couldn't have waited a few minutes so that he could finish talking about the lawnmower. I told him I'm too exhausted to deal with this shit. He left me alone with mother-in-law despite our agreement, be it only 10 minutes, so I left. Am I the astronaut? No. No. Not just the initial agreement that you had in place, however. Not just the initial agreement that you had in place, but the fact that you gave him a visual cue that you needed him back, and he saw it the first time, but did nothing. It took doing it a second or maybe third time for him to finally acknowledge it, but he acknowledged it with an annoyed face. Like it's your fault somehow that his mom won't fucking listen and doesn't respect your boundaries. We've got one of these for mother-in-law, who managed to birth one of these. And I'm saying that because, yes, he did manage to set boundaries with mother-in-law that she only respects when he's in the room, but he knows full well why you were giving him a visual cue. He knows why. He knows why it was happening. And it is easy enough to be like, excuse me just a second, I've got to do something here. You guys have a baby. People are going to understand if you have to stop in the middle of a conversation. Father-in-law can keep looking at the lawnmower. You can walk away, hubby, and see what your wife holding the baby needs. You can do that. It's not that much to ask, especially since you left the room, left mother-in-law in there, which you're not supposed to do in the first place. He knew what he was doing. He's just annoyed. Mother-in-law, whatever. They can be upset all they want. She caused this. Don't feel bad for them at all. Yeah, it's Crimea River, it's the smallest violin, whatever. I'm not worried about that. That's their fault. It's hubby that is a problem here because now he's furious. Okay, well, you caused this too, hubby. She gave you the cue. You ignored it. So she left. Come what may. Ellen, do you think father-in-law distracted him on purpose? I hope not. But I wouldn't put it past mother-in-law to have this plan and for her to be like, okay, John, whenever we arrive, I want you to go look at the mower with Bill. Okay? Keep him out there as long as possible because I am bound and determined to get some huggles with this baby. And feed the baby some cake. Oh, yeah. When you said no multiple times, yeah. Yeah.
If the spoon was getting close and I didn't want it there, I would
Spoon gets closer and closer and closer, and all of a sudden you just see Candy Thunder's hand come into frame and go, whack! Not at the spoon, at mother-in-law's face. I know you wouldn't strike her. But if I was writing this scene as some kind of movie, I would absolutely write it that way. Yeah. That's right. She crossed a boundary that she knew existed, and that's a come what may. She caused this, and hubby, by the same fact, he crossed a boundary with you, OP, so come what may. Candy Thunder's jumping in on the mic.
I do feel like OP needs to be more assertive. I understand why she left, and I get it, but that's your home. You set the rules. You set the tone. Don't leave your home because somebody in your home made you uncomfortable.
You think the leaving is just passive aggressive?
No, I don't think she was. I think she'd had enough and she was probably just exhausted, and I understand it. And at some point I probably would have done that too. But I do think she needs to say, I said no cake means no cake, and look her in the eyes, make her look at you and be like, don't do it. And I think until you do that and you challenge that, because it's like a control tactic from mother-in-law, because she just pretends not to hear, selective listening. So until you challenge that control, it would be.
And there's always a risk when you do that as well, because you're going to risk her victimizing herself with your words, right? She's going to be like, oh, she was so mean to me. Did you hear what she said to me? How she talked to me? It's a Kobayashi Maru for you, OP. It's either you leave and remove yourself from the volatile situation, or you enforce your boundary in person and do it with the knowledge that mother-in-law is going to victimize herself when you do that. It's a Kobayashi Maru. What would be great is if your hubby took a unified approach with you here, instead of just being okay with the fact that she only respects the boundaries when he's in the room. You guys working around that is the bullshit thing to me. You're like, okay, well, if she's only going to respect the boundaries whenever he's in the room, then he can't leave the room, right? Why is that the solution? Instead of tell her if she can't respect the boundaries without you being in the room, she can't fucking come over. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it? Caitlin says hubby didn't defend OP, so trying to kick out mother-in-law wouldn't go well. He wouldn't be on her team. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I read the comments on this one, and it sounds like husband agrees with her, but says that he cannot stand up to his parents because he can't tell them no. And I'm like, that's your daughter. That's your baby. Like, she's your priority now, not telling your parents
Remove yourself from the old lady teat long enough to stand up for your family, man. Old boy's been on his mama's teat so long, it's cottage cheese by this point. Too far.
Too far.
Okay, yeah, we are so close. 2350 at 2500 to get Caden Thunder up here. TLS, CLW,
Totally drab.
Wolfie Shadow, Tila Smith dropping 200. Tiny Dinies, heck yeah. Liza Bitch, Tracy, Jamie Pinkley, Wolfie Shadow dropping 104. Jasmine, Liza Bitch again there. The Effulgent One Minions Den, Totally Radical. Welcome to the Gosh Hecked fam. You have to say it like that too, right? You have to say it like Mikey from the Ninja Turtles. Totally Radical. Sexy Goddess 101, Jasmine, Oakley Brooks, Ava Gruel, Catherine Slate, Bearded A, The Funny Farm, Haunted Gal, Jonna Denning Smith, Fane, Ann Huddockson, Shaz, Just Max, Kelly Cal, Irasantu, Drea, Renee, Mama Joe, Molly M, Lori T, Totally Drab, Fane, Wolfie Shadow, Amber, Fellis. Welcome to the Gosh Hecked fam. Erica Eternal, thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate that. Achieved. Caden Thunder, you better get that random knowledge teed up, boy. They done hit it. TLS Journey in the number one spot there, followed closely by Chef Tila, Anise Moon, Alicia Reed, Animal, Fane, Lee Photography, Haunted Gal, Mama Joe. Can I get a rescue on 12 plus, please? Happy to be a part of the fan, Amber. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Thank you, sir.
Candy Thunder.
Tesh, Totally Drab, Casey Kim Walker, Ann Huddockson, Jersey Amore, Elise Newman, Mick Vins, AK Mary, Tasha Nicole, Ava the Stranger, Lori T, The Funny Farm, Kellyanne, Team Punky Paw, Catherine Slate, Donna, Lacey Burnett, Elise Cooch, or Kutch. I don't think I ever figured out which way it is. Ashley Lee, the boss bitch, Mandela Will, Just Tracy, L, K97, Series 79, Iceland, that's a cool train, JTK all day, heck yeah. Oh, I clicked something. What have I done? What have I done? Tony, I think I just bought $100 worth of TikTok coins on your account here. Tasha Nicole, Ava the Stranger, Lori T, The Funny Farm, Kellyanne, Team Punky Ball, Catherine Slade, Donna, Lacey Burnett, Elise Cooch, Ashley Lee, The Boss Bitch, Mandela Will, Just Tracy L, Series 79 Iceland, Firestar, Patricia. It keeps refreshing as I'm reading it, and I'm gonna lose my mind. Shannon Aaron, Jackie Kelly, Anna Hartman, Janice C, Julie Jews, Audra Rue, Adventures with Pam, M. McPherson Designs, Patricia, Firestar, I think I got it. Yep. All right, ladies and gents, let me set up the next one to take us out here. This one will accomplish, if we can manage to pull it off in the few minutes that we have left here, confetti and the astronaut helmet. Holy crow. Kat with the Let 'em Cook. Heck yeah. Michelle Heather with a hands up. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Also, Pato, welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. Totally Drab and the Gosh Heck It fam as well. Very cool. Okay. This one will be... We are going High Bears. And I'll pin that real quick. However. Oh, is it going to save it? Why's that funny? It won't save it. While that's thinking about what it's going to do here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, my loyal subjects. It is I, your sovereign, Aiden Thunder. I bring tidings of joy, and I also bring great hatred for the meat tube. Shall we even call it meat? Alas, we shall not. We shall call it a goop tube, slid into a bun that is called a hot dog. I do not care for the so-called quote-unquote hot dog. You should keep all the hot dogs with Goofy in Mickey Mouse Land, because there will be no hot dogs here. There's no hot dog for Caden Thunder. King Caden Thunder don't like no hot dog. That's what I have to say about that. No chili dogs, no hot dogs, no sausage links. I changed my mind. I don't like corn dogs because I don't like the...
You have to understand the traumatic hatred that he has for this. We once toured a hot dog facility and he got lost in it. That's what happened.
I did, and there was a big man dressed up as a hot dog, and he chased me down a hallway, and I was crying, and there were tears everywhere, and I turned a corner, and there was another one, and he cornered me, and there was two hot dog men cornering me, and it's just, I'm getting emotional talking about it, and I really just, the hot dog people freak me out. I have nightmares that reoccur every week. I really can't do the hot dogs, guys. Like, it's not even it's not a sandwich. It's not even a meal. It's just goop in a tube slid into a bun. What is that? What are we doing, people? What is that? What is that? Why are we, you know what that, no, you know what it is? It's the fingernail clippings of all the other meats you enjoy thrown into a tube, gooped up, and slid into a bun. What is that? Why? What is spam? What is it? What is it? Are we just making up meat? What is it? Where does it come from? Exactly. Like, it may taste good, but it doesn't to me. I'd rather throw it far away. I don't know where, but I'm throwing it.
Hey, how about the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile?
Okay, well, that one's nice. It's a car. I'm not going to eat the Wienermobile.
Do you hate it, though? Does it bring, like, visceral feelings?
No, I don't hate the image of the hot dog. It's the object of its being that I despise. But the hot dog car, I don't mind.
So you like bologna?
I don't mind bologna. I'll eat bologna.
That's the same thing.
It's just different in its soul. It represents a different. It doesn't. It doesn't. Listen, this may be the most passionate you've ever seen me, but yeah, a fruit meat roll up is bologna. That's fine. I'll eat bologna, but a hot dog, like a hot dog is like rolling up 5 bologna slices into a tube. I'm not going to do that hand gesture, and sliding it into a bun, and it's going to be. You can't just, no weenies and eggs for breakfast for me. I'll have a sausage patty, but I like bacon. I like eggs. I love eggs. Eggs are great. Eggs are nice. Let's talk about eggs. I love eggs, but not hot dogs. Hot dogs are just, to me, I hate them. I don't hate a lot of things. I don't like hatred, but I do like hatred when it comes to hot dogs. I hope they all burn. There's no reason why I like bologna but hate hot dogs. Bologna tastes good. Hot dogs taste like the devil. They may be the same thing, but
Wait, is there another tubed food that you do like?
Go-Gurt. Go-Gurt squeeze.
Okay.
I like Go-Gurt. I don't mind Go-Gurt. It's not the tube. It's not the shape of the hot dog.
Okay, hold on. Like, what about, it's not the tube?
No, it's not the tube.
It's not the shape? Like sausage links?
No.
Okay.
Sausage links aren't a hot dog.
Huh. I don't know.
They're a sausage, which I still don't care for sausage links, but I would prefer a sausage link to a hot dog. Somebody tell me what a hot dog is right now, and you can't use the answer fingernail clippings from all of your favorite meats thrown together into a goop tube, because I already coined that. I love pepperoni. I'll put it on a pizza and eat it.
Pepperoni is meat clippings.
That's fine. It's real meat clippings. It doesn't come from imagination land where hot dogs come from. Go-Gurt. Yep. Man. Ground meat run through a sausage maker. Yeah, but like it doesn't taste like ground meat. That's not, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm a conspiracy theorist when it comes to hot dogs, and I'll start a campaign for Cinemelts, and I'll start a campaign against hot dogs.
It's just beef?
Even if it's like a beef hot dog, it's too similar in relation to the hot dog. It's the very fabric of its being that I despise, and I just can't. There's something wrong. There's something demented about a hot dog that I just can't get past. Maybe.
No, we will not be watching the videos of how hot dogs are made. It's going to be a lot like the chicken nugget one.
Bratwurst, listen, bratwurst, sausage links, all that. I don't have a deep-rooted hatred for those things. Those are fine. Sometimes they bother me because they're similar in shape to the hot dog. Not that the shape of the hot dog is what bothers me, but it's just the being of the hot dog. But
hold up. Oh, the BTS camera isn't on. Sorry, I was trying to turn the BTS camera on because Candy Thunder's like watching one of the videos about how hot dogs are made, and her face is just absolute.
Do you understand?
Mortified.
Do you understand now?
I mean, yeah, I see it. I'm not gonna not eat it.
I'm gonna not eat it.
You only live once.
Ever since I was a wee lad, I had a deep-rooted fear and hatred of the hot dog.
You decided ate lunch meat that is also made like this.
Yes, but lunch meat, it's different. It's nicer. It's kinder to me.
Little Smokies.
I don't know what that is.
The whole getting lost in the hot dog factory was a farce. That we're just playing around.
That's just what they want you to think. It was real. They're just trying to cover it up now. We must have broken some hot dog NDA.
It was not real. It was not real. It's like from Secret Life of Pets when they find the sausage factory. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get some music rocking here.
Okay.
So we can take us out.
Cinemelts 2024.
There you go. Cinemelts 2024, everybody. Yeah, that took a wild ride. Also, it came full circle because we started talking about our hot dogs and sandwich. So we got brought back full circle by Caden Thunder here. He had a monologue prepared for us here. Cinemelts are like the little, basically, they're like cinnamon roll things, but they're like cinnamon roll nuggets that they offered at one point at McDonald's. And Caden Thunder feels very strongly about wanting to bring them back. So we have like a campaign sign made. I have to add that design to some mock-ups for like t-shirts and bumper stickers and signs, but we'll create some artwork for it. We'll see what happens. I think we need to create a campaign commercial too. I think we need to. Yeah, Cinemelts for president. I actually made it as, that was Dusty Jr., Monica. Yeah. He's my 21-year-old. He's the oldest Thunder kiddo, and the youngest just turned 3. So big spread there. I did it as like Senna as the top name, and so there'd be the presidential candidate, and Melts as the vice president. Second name on the ticket. Oh, that's a good question. Caden Thunder Brittany asked, "Do you feel stronger about your hatred for hot dogs or your love for Cinemelts?" Love for Cinemelts. The hatred is a close second. It's a close second. Oh, man. Lots of thoughts in his head, yes. Yeah, a whole lot. A whole lot of them. A whole lot of them. We'll update you on the Cinemelt 2024 content here soon. We got to pick the ball up on that one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Y'all are amazing as usual. Hey, Jenny, Jen here, Myra, Catalina Mungau, Jers, Jasmine Rivera Peggers. Thank you guys so much. Angie, Wayward, Molly M, Lovely Rainy Day, Coldeth, The Effulgent One, Totally Drab, Melissa Takal, Wolf, Drea Animal, Melissa again there, Lori T, Jenny Animal again there, Cassandra, JTK All Day, Shinzi, Natalie, Kate and Melbourne, Cartoon Addict, Cat with the Let 'em Cook, Michelle Heather, Natalie Pato. Welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. All right, VIPs, we will see you in about 10 minutes. We're going to set up for the VIP Live, in which we will spin the Wheel of Thunder for some download codes to get Piano Man from Audible, which is the book that I wrote and also voiced. In case you haven't heard me talk about it, you probably did, but in case you're new here. We'll do that here soon, and we'll just chat for a little bit and have some fun. Thank you so much for hanging out today. We'll see you soon. Next live will be Sunday night at 9 p.m. That'll be 9 p.m. Central Time. That's a multi-stream both here on TikTok and on YouTube. And of course, we'll be back here next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central as well. We'll see you then. Cerebella. No cinnamon. I'm not a huge cinnamon fan, but cinnamon rolls. Also cinnamon toast crunch. I'm down with that. As long as it's not just cinnamon. If it's used with like brown sugar and other stuff, yeah, I'm down. I'm down. We'll see you soon.